Hi again, this is Rich Cruz, and I'm bringing you another edition of Build My Digital Business, which is a web series. It's a kind of a challenge to myself, intended to help people to understand how they can build their own online presence, from websites to all the other digital components, including social media, advertising. We're going to talk about Google My Business and some of the other places where you might show up on the web. So in our last episode, we set up a website, right? We actually created on our host, which we purchased two episodes ago. We got a host. We actually installed WordPress on there. I thought this time let's go through a tour of WordPress as our content management system before we start adding things to it. So what we're going to do, I'll bring that down here. So I've logged into my SiteGround instance by just going to siteground.com and then logging in. Buildmydigitalbusiness.com. This is where we were. That's where I ended up the last time. So I'm going to go over here to WordPress, and I'm going to go to install and manage. And I'm going to go to these actions over here, and I'm going to log into the admin panel. Oh, here we are. I'm going to choose 2020 because it's default theme. Continue. I'm not going to worry about any of this either. These are the plugins that we can put in. Actually, I do kind of like this. And why not put a gallery in here? We're not going to put in WooCommerce just yet, and I'm on the fence about Jetpack. I'll install it anyway. Continue. We definitely want Google Analytics. We definitely want optimized for SEO with Yoast. We definitely want, actually, we're not going to use Opt-in Monster. And spot CRM. That's cool. Should have done Opt-in Monster. Actually, we'll do Opt-in Monster. I'll show you how to do that. So what we're doing here, and this is actually, in my opinion, it's genius the way that they do this. So SiteGround, when you're setting up your WordPress instance the first time, it allows you to do a few things that you'd have to do manually inside of WordPress, which is to install a theme, which is the look and feel of your website, and plugins, which are the little programs that add functionality to your website. So this is our dashboard. And one of the ways you can get to your dashboard is if you go to buildmydigitalbusiness.com/WP-admin. That'll take you to the same place. It'll ask you to log in if you're not already logged in. And so now we're in our dashboard, right? Let's just go home here. So a couple of most important components to WordPress are posts. So posts are blogs. So they're time-ordered content pieces, right? So the latest one that you create is the one that'll show up first in the feed, in the RSS feed of the website, right? So so your blog is a great place for you to put fresh, new content that'll show up as the latest content. And there are other things you can do, like pin that content to the top and all that, but we're not going to get into any of that right now. I'm just taking it for a quick tour. The second thing that you can do is you can use WordPress to create pages. So pages are those static pages. Those are the pages that they're like your home page, your about us page, your services page, maybe you have a testimonials page, those types of things that have a fixed spot on your site. Those are termed as pages. So Your next area here is media. And so media includes your photos. Typically you're looking at RGB or hex color images that are photos like JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, and SVG files. You can put PDF files in here for download. You can put Word files for download. You can even put videos in here. So there's all kinds of media items that you can put in here to make your site more attractive and to better illustrate what you're all about. Comments, these are the comments that would show up at the end of a blog. So if you think of like any news site out there, which is pretty much any news site is a blog, at the bottom of that news site you may see a place where people are able to put comments. Although you're seeing less and less of that now because it can get pretty volatile. But comments are a great way to get some engagement happening on your site. Appearance is where you can deal with your themes. So right now we're using the 2020 theme. I'm actually going to get rid of the 2019 theme, delete that. And the way a theme works, so this is what the site looks like on the outside, and I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to visit the site. Boom. Right here. Right. So this is what our site looks like. Now if I change the theme, so I'm going to update the theme real quick. It's updated. I'm going to activate the theme. Now when I go to the home page, it's taken on the new theme. So the theme is the look and the feel. It's the way that the site is going to be laid out. And what we're going to do in probably the next video is we're going to install the Divi theme by Elegant Themes. It's the Divi Builder, Divi framework. Basically, it's a drag and drop, really well done theme package. Plugins. You may have seen that we were installing some plugins here. So a plugin right here, and we'll get into this in a little bit too, probably 2 videos from now, on how to install plugins. But these add functionality to your site, like adding Google Analytics code, optimizing. This SG optimizer from SiteGround is amazing. It's a really good product. Where you can import posts, pages, comments. So there's all kinds of little functions that we're going to do. Yoast is my favorite SEO, search engine optimization plugin, and I'm going to install a few more plugins in that other episode and just kind of show you how things work. There's some other things here like settings, which I'm going to quickly do, and then we're going to call this, the website is build. So that's my tagline, and we'll put our we're in Chicago time. Yep. Okay. And then we'll go down here to it starts on a Sunday. It's good. So these other things that show up here, these actually have to do with some of those plugins. And so as we add some more plugins, you'll see some more things show up here, like the forms, HubSpot. These are all plugin settings. And as I scroll over these, you can see that they fly out to other options. So we're not going to get into any depth on this today, but that's WordPress in a nutshell. Again, in our next one, we're going to actually install the Divi theme. Kind of excited for that, show you how that's done. And we're not too far away from actually having a fully functioning website with content and everything that we're going to need to build our business. Thanks.